I am now. I am now. I am now. I am now.
I will stretch your sweater more then.
Say hello.
It doesn't have to be like.
CSULA. CSULA.
That's my knees.
Alright.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is part one. This is my heat gun. The heat gun is gonna melt all the BBs here in this block of ice, and then just come down this funnel here and take this way, this rail here. Finish filling up the cup, and then this is a seesaw effect here. It'll shift the weight and lift this tube up that's filled with BBs, and the BBs will drop down here into this funnel, which is the next part, which is part two.
When the BBs fall into the funnel, it goes down two diagonal paths into a cup. The cup is tied to a string that's tied to a cardboard, and right here is a basket holding a water balloon already set. And once the weight of the BBs fall into the cup, pulls the cardboard and slides out, and the water balloon drops into a container of needles, and the water spills into what you call that? The what do you call that?
Plate.
A plate, and then it drops into a bowl, into a plastic bag with holes in it, and another funnel into a tube to the next part, which is just
This next part, students ends with my cup filling water, filling the cup with water, and then which activates this teeter-totter, which releases a cue ball. Cue ball will roll down, knock this wood off, and with the weight of the assembly, it's going to pull the string, which will pull the forward button on a remote control car, which will lead into the next part, which is hiding in a box.
You're gonna blur it out. You better blur it out, right?
Okay. Or do you want to just post pictures? I could do that.
There's an RC car inside the box, which hits the table,
Mr.
and the table knocks the soda can down, and it rolls down the ramp, and hits the block of wood, and the block of wood will hit the bottle, and the bottle will fall down, and triggers the next part.
Right.
Oh no, you have to hit the dominoes.
Go.
Water bottle falls, it'll pull the string. The string will release the hammer. Hammer will swing, hitting a book, making a domino effect. The domino books will pull this string right here, which is tied down. The string will pull the trigger. Once the trigger is pulled, shoot a projectile hitting this board, and that's on to the next part.
It's gonna hit the board, and then it's gonna hit the tape. It's gonna go down. It's gonna hit the car. The car's gonna go down, hit the ball, which will undo that. Okay, when the string pull on the rod, the dominoes will fall. It will then hit this windmill, which then will knock down this fan. And pulling the string, and pulling this down, tipping it forward, and pulling down the string, which goes to the next part.
Alright, so my part is where this string gets pulled out, this screwdriver, and undoes this lid holder. It releases the shoe. It comes through here, it releases the shoe, and then it kicks the ball.
Alright, so we changed this. We were going to use a heat gun originally to melt a block of ice, but due to time limitations, we had to change the process. So now all we're going to do is block this funnel with ice and then set the BBs on top. And then we're going to pour some hot water, not very hot, maybe room temperature water, so it melts off the ice enough to get let through some BBs. Then the BBs are going to fill this cup up and make this shift to where this tube is going to pull this cardboard that is holding, that is holding this funnel here. Inside the funnel, there's BBs. The BBs are going to drop. The BBs are going to drop, and then it's the next step. It's the next step. Start where I left. Can you show that as the BBs drop?
As the BB drops from the bottle of water and passes through the cardboard, it falls down to another path that leads to a cup with weight already in it, and then the BB adds on to the weight and the cup drops, and the cup is tied to a string of cardboard that pulls off, and the water balloon's already set in a basket that drops down to a basket of needles, and the needle funnels through the water, funnels through and drops onto a plate, and it drops onto a plastic bowl, drops into a plastic with holes in it, into another funnel, into Justin's part. The first time we had a tube of funnel instead of the rectangular box path, and the bottle of water was not there, and we had a plastic cup instead that tips over, drops the BBs on, and we only changed the size of the pathway into cardboard, and we made a hole in the cardboard instead of having it already attached onto the tube of the funnel of the first take. That's pretty much all.
Okay, so what we changed here, we replaced the piano keys windmill with this block of wood to get more stability, and we also changed the fan into a empty can and a full can. And loaded 3. Hey, turn on the control.
It triggers.
Go.
Right. Good?
Yeah, go.
The car's not in.
Car's not in?
Yeah, it is.
Up.
Fuck you, not enough weight.
This was originally going to have a ice cube here, but due to limitations, because of we had to do many tries to get this project to work, the ice cubes didn't make it. So what we did, we made this obsolete, so we're no longer using the heat gun. We did use the funnel here, and we poured the water with the BBs in order to get this to shift and go to the next step to drop the BBs down. So what I could have made better, I guess, made something that wasn't so I could have I guess make something that's not as limited to time, because not deal with ice, something that's affected by the environment. Another thing that I could have made better, maybe made this more sturdier to work more proper with the next step. I pretty much learned that I guess to make things work, you gotta work hard. We did about 3 days that we worked overnight. Just yesterday I went home at 4 a.m. So this took a lot of hard work. That's what I learned, and that's it.
So for the next part, it's after Marcos, and the shift of the seesaw pulls up a cardboard tied to a string that's duct taped to the tube, and it lifts up, and there's a funnel that contains BBs, and the cardboard goes to BBs, and when the shift comes up, the cardboard lifts up and the BB releases down into 2-path funnels. But we kind of changed that like 2 to 3 times. We had plastic with grooves in it, and then we had tubes with just poster paper, and now we had cardboard, and all 3 times it failed. It was one of the most difficult parts. And then once it was at the end of the funnels, there was a cup that is held on the edge. At the edge of the cup, it holds about 2 to 3 rocks or cups of BBs, and the weight's supposed to drop down and pull cardboard from this container that holds water balloon, and the water balloons falls down into the needles. But we had a lot of trouble with that too. Sometimes the needles wouldn't break the water balloon, sometimes the water balloon landed.
Yeah, sure, ready whenever you are. Was it recording already? I did this part. Water's supposed to fill up that cup, and it's supposed to pull this this gate, and the cue ball rolled down. Well, it did roll down, and it knocked this off and pulled the controller. What didn't happen was the weight of the bar was not enough, so I would add more weight to that. And then the cup that was holding the cue ball, I would use maybe a more properly designed gate, which is a cup and a stick. That's what I would improve. What I learned that things don't turn out the way you plan them, so you should have backup plans.
The first cigar is gonna hit the table, and the table is gonna hit the. It's gonna trigger the soda can. It's gonna roll down, hit the block, and the block will hit the bottle, and it will trip, and it's gonna trigger the next step. And what I learned in this is the time management and never to give up. And the way I can make it better is like keep on trying, and I guess just gotta keep on trying until it works.
Alright, so right after Khan's bottle falls, this hammer releases because the string was tied to here. When it releases, it breaks the book, hits the books, domino effect, with the last book falling into here, pulling the trigger, which is tied to the string. Projectile shoots and hits this cardboard. What I improved on was I could have had a sturdier stick and a base, because throughout the entire project this kept tipping over, the string kept getting loose, and I had to keep enforcing this down. And just get steadier string in general, because at times the string would break when the book lands on it, just after wear and tear. And when we brought the project to school, the wind kept affecting this, falling it over. That's why I just did a last minute edit with that piece of metal right here, just taping it, so because it kept falling forward, so it just stayed straight. And what did I learn? More time management, better. We need to work more instead of just the weekends on big projects like this, and work more efficiently. 3.
So what I did, so the tape. Okay, I'm not gonna hit this, and then hit this, gonna hit the tape, which rolls down, which the car's supposed to be here, and then it hits, the tape hits the car, and then the car hits the ball, and then the ball moves this, which triggers that, and then what should have been better, I think, was this, because the car would get stuck right there, so the tape wouldn't drop it.
What did you learn? Just loud.
Time management. Go.
Okay, so what I did here, I did a little domino effect with these computer chips. We'll just then hit this wooden plank, but then we'll hit this two can soda, which will knock down, pulling this and this tipping over. Okay, so what I learned is basically just sometimes if you want something to really work well, you can't just resort to something cheap like maybe duct tape. Maybe you just need to literally have to like glue it down or use better material. Even duct tape is cheap, but then if you really want it to work, you have to use better material. And also what I want to improve is that basically not use duct tape. Duct tape although it's relatively good, but then I feel like with this, it's always coming loose. It's always not sticking together. That's why we use maybe hinges instead. Another thing I would improve is that I would actually remove the computer chips, because computer chips have uneven surface. We always get caught with everything, and plus there are 3 different type of computer chips. It's not uniform, and so I also like to say that I also learned that group work is hell, and I really do not like it. But if I really want to make it work, I have to plan ahead by a lot. I always have to be prepared, do proper planning, do everything well. Because my first idea, I was using using a crossbow, I was using pulleys and stuff, but this is too damn complicated. Also, I should have kept things more simpler and not totally extravagant or complex. Yeah.
Okay. Are you recording? Mm-hmm. Okay. What did I do? Well, I basically got the last steps to kick the ball, and I managed to pull back the shoe and just aim it at the ball, and then I'm holding it over here by just some duct tape form of release mechanism that was attached to this this domino effect, knocking over the can, pulling on a battery that essentially pulls on a screwdriver that rips off the tape, and it just pulls down to the ground. What did I learn? I learned that simple works better. Too complex is just crazy, and it just gives me a headache, and it gives everybody a headache. Yeah, basically for a grade like, for a project like this, just simple would be better instead of having complex. And what can you improve? I can basically improve my release mechanism here, because I was using Gorilla tape, it's like really strong tape, and the screwdriver didn't come off when the battery was full. So basically that will be it. I had something else here that was like holding it up with some more tension, but due to stress we just destroyed that. Yeah, that was basically what I would improve.